We should be live. Let's see here. What the? All right. Let's game like it's 1981 with. Did I? Okay, it's there. Zork 2. The Wizard of Frobos. So let me go ahead and hit enter here. And I did a quick run through a Zork 1 a while ago. Inside the barrow. You are inside an ancient barrow, hidden deep within a dark forest. The barrow opens into a narrow tunnel at its southern end. You can see a faint glow at the far end. A sword of elvish marksmanship is on the ground, and a strangely familiar brass lantern is lying on the ground. Now, in Zork 1, you find out this brass lantern's battery powered, and it has a limited let's get all okay inventory, and that's it. All right, verbose, maximum verbosity. All right, and the object of the game is to defeat the Wizard of Frobos. And the way you do that's pretty neat. And there's a bunch of neat things. There's a bunch of neat puzzles in here. So let's try south. Narrow tunnel. Southern end of a narrow tunnel where it opens into a wide cavern. The cavern is dimly illuminated by phosphorescent mosses clinging to its high ceiling. A deep ravine winds through the cavern with a small stream at the bottom. The walls of the ravine are steep and crumbly. A footbridge crosses the ravine to the south. All right, south. The Great Cavern. Have you ever seen Zork 1 or played Zork 1? It's pretty good stuff. Center of the Great Cavern carved out of limestone, stalagmites and stalagmites. Room glows. A narrow path southwest, and another leads northeast. All right. So northeast is going to take us back to the footbridge. So let's see what southwest gives us. Oh, yeah. Oh, you haven't? Too bad. On the mainframe in MIT, it was all three games were one giant game. And they had to split them up to fit them on personal. They're not exactly the same, but basically they split it up into three parts to fit it on PCs at the time. You're at the southern edge of a great, and I'm using a cool retro term to simulate. You can do all kinds of stuff here. You can play with the screen curvature and make it all noisy and do all kinds of stuff, but it just makes it look like an old amber CRT. You can make it look like a green CRT, monochrome green scan. There's all kinds of different. So there's all that. So anyway, I don't think that's available for Windows, the cool retro terminal. But southern edge of a great cavern. The south is a dark tunnel. To the north, a narrow path. Alright. Yeah, the puzzles are cool. You'll see the way you kill the dragon is really cool. So let's go south. Uh-oh. Shit. Let's go north real quick. Save. Oops. Okay, I died. Let's just restart. I wasn't born in the 80s either. I was born in 69. Your score would be -10 in 8 moves. Son of a bitch. Yeah. South. Oh, I think we're already at maximum verbosity. South. Save. Work. Yeah. And southwest. Light lantern. What is a grue? The grue is a sinister, lurking presence in the dark places of the earth. Its favorite diet is adventurers, but its insatiable appetite is tempered by its fear of light. No grue has ever been seen by the light of day, and a few have survived its fearsome jaws. Just to tell the tale, Esther Angelus Prime. Going back into the 80s, man. If we weren't on YouTube, maybe before I end the stream, there's a song about this. Some like rap song. I can't remember if it. You have been eaten by a grue or something like that. It's funny. If you're into these old text adventures, it's pretty funny. All right, so let's light the lantern. All right. Oh, did I not go southwest yet? Okay, so now I want to go into the tunnel. Dim light to the northeast. The tunnel is smooth but dusty, filled with twigs and leaves and debris, which becomes deeper as the tunnel branches into a wide corridor leading southwest and a narrow one leading southeast. All right. Hey, Rylan, welcome. We're gaming like it's 1981. On the Commodore 64 in my case, as in the 80s, I played these on the Commodore 64. So let's check out this map. Well, I'm streaming late. I only played 2 hours of, so where are we at here? We're at the Dark Tunnel. And I do want to go to that. I do want to go here first, I think. Let's see here. Yeah, I want to go to this gazebo first, I'm pretty sure. Alright. Yeah, let's do that first. Some person, hey, welcome. I do have a Zork 1. I think that's all that's on there. I don't, Planetfall was so long ago, I don't think I've got that. But in any case. So we want to go southeast. Yes! MC... That's it. It's Pitch Dark by MC Frontalot. And if it wasn't on YouTube... You know what? Fuck them. Fuck them. Right. I'll either I'll either I'll either trim it out or I'll do it's pitch dark MC front a lot. Nice. So I probably shouldn't be doing this on YouTube. I'll probably have to cut it out after I'm done streaming. Oh yeah, it was nice. Nice and relaxing. And this is only going to be entertaining if you played these games when you were younger, but you are likely to be eaten by a groove. Oh, he's got the Planet Fall box in the background. Look at all that 80s stuff back there. I mean, psychoactive medication daily and you're big and testing and the testing that the voices in your head said the dwarf shot first embedded arrow then you bled for doctors with needles. And if they just claim it and the money goes to him, I might just leave it. But if someone else claims it, they can go, I'm grabbing it. On the YouTube side. I want a video game mod of Gru for Skyrim. The clues in invisible ink. I remember the invisible clues. Likely to be eaten by a groove. Some person knows what this. Oh, I'm sure they're going to claim it on the YouTube side. And as far as the map goes, yeah, I'm cheating with the map. I've made my own map for this game before. And you should if you haven't. And you should. What is this game about? Well, in this game, in the first game, Zork 1, the object of the game is to find all 20 treasures and put them in the trophy case. This game, the object of the game is to defeat the Wizard of Frobos. And so what it does is you have to use his own genie against him is what you got to do. So it turns into you deliver the treasures to him. And then in the third one, the object of the game is to become the dungeon master. So, but yeah, Zork 1's. Oh, what game is this song about? It's about Zork and text adventures in general. You are likely to be eaten by a Gru. That's Zork. That's all. If you're in the dark for like more than a turn, that's how you. That's one of the ways you die in these games. I'll show you here in a second. To be Eaten. I already gotten beaten. I'll get eaten by a Gru on purpose. And see, and he's got the old green screen. It's about text adventures, specifically Zork. And so it goes with Zork too. I had just got killed by a Gru. I guess you weren't here yet. And he's got the brass lantern. Even oh yeah, the Zork 3 box I think there. Even though it's a battery powered lantern, the lantern it's one of the tropes of text adventure games. But yeah, we had the these games made you think, and I think I will see how much of this I remember. But it took like months to figure all this out. Secrets. Okay, so anyway, let's get rid of that. So yeah, I've made my own map before. So here let's restore and just get eaten by a Gru again. So where are we at? Great Cavern. Southwest. And then if we go south, is it south? You have moved into a dark place. It is pitch black. You are likely to be eaten by a Gru. And then what is a Gru? Sinister, lurking present in the dark places of the earth. Its favorite diet is adventurers. Well, I think this is spelled different. It's not from Despicable Me. They're... Man, what the hell was the name of that program we played with in school on the Apple II where you could teach it stuff? So yeah, that's how you die in this game. So let's see, light lantern. Maybe I won't die. Alright, and then you're fine. Yeah, this is Zork 2, but yeah, Zork 1. This is the game. Nope. That's how I died the first time I tried to go back north, although northeast is the way out of here. And then what I decided, I want to go southeast because I want to go to the gazebo. Okay, that's lit in here, so turn off lantern. You catch a glimpse of something white between two hedges. Your sword has begun to glow very brightly. So we're at the north end of the garden. Hedges hide cavern walls, and if you don't look up, the illusion is of a cloudy day outside. The light comes from a large growth of glowing moss on the roof of a cave. Break in the hedge. It's almost overgrown to the north. Manicured path leads south. In the center of a rose bed is a small open structure painted white. It appears to be a gazebo. Alright, so let's try. Let's see. Enter gazebo. Does that work? Yes. Now, for right now, I think I want to grab the mat and the opener. The unicorn bounds lightly away. Your sword is no longer glowing. Alright. So let's see. Let's check this map again. And we're at, okay, so we want to go, we're at the gazebo. Man, we're going to have to, alright, we're not going to have much of a, okay, We're going to have to deal with the carousel room. We're going to try to go north, but we're probably not going to make it. Once we get to the carousel room, and you'll see what we mean here in a second. So does this work? Yep. Cool. So we want to go west. What? Oh, we gotta go south first. Formal garden. Hedges hide the cavern walls. To the north, the structure to the south, there are peculiarly shaped bushes. Alright, now we want to go west to the small gap in the hedges. Ah, light lantern. You are likely to be eaten by a grue. Has this predicament ever happened to you? Yeah, this text is the game. It's the coolest thing your personal computer did in the early 80s. Alright, path near stream. It heads northeast. A tunnel leads southwest. So northeast will take us back to where we just came from. So east... Does it show this on the map? Yeah. No. There is a northeast. Well, what's to the northeast? Oh, it takes us back to the dark tunnel. Okay. So east does take us back to the formal garden in this case. So we're going to go southwest. So I'm going to... A faint whirring sound can be heard in that direction. Let's save. South, yes, override southwest. Carousel room, large circular room whose high ceiling is lost in gloom. 8 identical passages leave the room. A loud whirring sound comes from all around and you feel sort of disorientated in here. Well, until you stop this thing from spinning, because that's what's going on, you can't really control what direction you exit out of. So let's see where we end up. And we ended up going northeast. Try again. The Marble Hall. Hey, that's where we wanted to go. We actually went north that time. Alright. I'm going to leave that brick there. I know what it's for. But arched hall of fine marble. The hall stops abruptly to the north at a ford across the stream where the marble is cracked and broken. To the south, the hall opens up to blah, blah, blah. There's a square brick here, which feels like clay. Which is actually... the square brick is plastique explosive is actually what it is. But... let's go north. The deep ford. You are fording the stream at a deep, not impossible spot. The water is cold. There is a small ledge along the north wall of the ravine. To the south isn't okay. Let's go north, or do we got to go up? Okay, here we are. Okay, so we're the ledge continues to the west, or we can go up. Let's see here. Ledge and ravine is where we're at. So, I'm pretty sure we want to go up. Yeah, I want to go up. And then we'll figure, and then we'll kill the dragon next, which is really cool the way. And I already know how to do it, but you had to figure this out on your own before. So let's try. Let's go up. All right, now check this out. We were talking about you had to use your imagination, right? And you remember the old keyhole, the skeleton keys, right? And then they had the keyhole, and you should be able to look all the way through it. So here we are, teeny room covered, blah, blah, blah. There's an exit down. On the north side is a massive wooden door, which has a formidable bolt lock is set within the door frame. A keyhole covered by a thin metal lid lies within the lock. Now check this out. So let's open lid. Look through. Keyhole, is that one word? Yeah. No light can be seen through the keyhole. Hark! That's because there's a key in it. If there wasn't a key in it, we could see all the way through it. So, put mat under door. The placemat fits easily. So you had to use your imagination and figure this stuff out. And is it the opener? Put opener in keyhole. How about I spell that right? There is a faint noise from behind the door and a small cloud of dust rises from beneath it. So we put the mat under the door and we used the letter opener to push the key out of the keyhole onto the mat. And now let's get mat. As the placemat is moved, a rusty iron key falls from it and onto the floor. Get key. Taken. Inventory. Okay, I don't have the mat. Cool. So, need coffee. Be right back. So these are the kinds of puzzles. Yeah, you had to use your imagination and figure this stuff out. And I think that you can also use the newspaper. You don't have to use the placemat, but the newspaper has another purpose. So, and I'm leaving all this stuff in the gazebo until I'm ready for it, because there is a wizard running around. Alright, so let's unlock door. Door with key. Oh. Now I got the... Let's try that again. Open door. North. The dreary room. So there's and we didn't get a score yet. They didn't give us no points for opening that door. Oh, they're going to give us some point here in a second. Red glow emanating from crack in one wall. The light falls upon a dusty wooden table in the center of the room. On the south side of the room is a massive wooden door which has a small window barred with item. Blah, 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 blah. On the center of the table sits a blue crystal sphere. Let's examine sphere. Look into sphere. You see only darkness. Get sphere. That should give us some points. Boom, that got us some points. 20 points. Let's save. Overwrite. And so now south, down. The ledge continues to the west. Alright, the end of ledge. A ledge from the east ends here, and the tunnel leads north into the wall. There is a rather odd smoky odor in the warm air of the tunnel. Alright, let's look at our map. And of course, you would make this map. Alright, so we're in the dragon room right now. Aren't we? Let's read the whole thing. No, we're at the end of ledge. Okay. End of ledge. So right now we're here. And we're fixing to go north into the dragon room. And let's see. So let me get this straight here. So from the dragon room, we want to go south. Which will take us to the stone bridge, south of the stone bridge. It'll take us to the cool room, so then we go south again. And from the cool room, we go west to the ice room. Alright. And alright, so if we go north, this room is a large cavern full of broken stone, blah, 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 blah. To the east, a small crack is visible. A dark and smoky tunnel leads north. A huge dragon is lying here, blocking the entrance to the tunnel leading north. Alright. So if we go, what is it, south? South. And west. This is a large hall of ancient lava. A mass of ice fills the western half of the room. Alright, so here's what we got to do. Now, the sword ain't going to do nothing to the dragon but piss it off. But that did no damage, but he turns his smoky yellow eyes in your direction and sighs. The dragon continues to watch you carefully. I think Z means do it again. No, it doesn't. I can't remember what the... Anyway. Is it G is do it again? Alright, now we get... The dragon is surprised and interested. Okay, look, if we go south, what happens? The dragon follows you out of mingled curiosity and anger. Okay, let's try south again. Let's try hitting him again. Make sure he don't lose interest. Alright, and west. And here we are, and we come into the ice room. As the dragon enters, he sees his reflection on the icy surface of the glacier at its western end. He becomes enraged. There's another dragon here. Behind that glass, he thinks. Dragons are smart, but sometimes naive. And this one has never seen ice before. He rears up to his full height to challenge this intruder into his territory. He roars a challenge. The intruder responds. The dragon takes a deep breath, and out of his mouth pours a massive gout of flame. It washes over the ice, which melts rapidly, sending out torrents of water and a huge cloud of steam. You manage to clamber up a small shelf, but the dragon is terrified. A huge splash goes down his throat. There is a muffled explosion, and the dragon, a puzzled expression on his face, dies. He is carried away by the water. When the flood recedes, you climb gingerly down. While no trace of the dragon can be found, the melting of the ice has revealed a passage leading west. Your sword is no longer glowing. So that's how you kill the dragon. You gotta piss him off just enough to get him to follow you to the ice room so he can see his reflection in the ice. And don't ask me how long or how we figured this out back in the 80s. But that's a cool ass freaking way of killing the freaking dragon. Alright, east, north, north. Why is my sword glowing? Anyway, we can go north now because the dragon's not blocking it no more. Aha! You're in the dragon's lair, where the rock walls are scarred by flame. A blackened doorway leads to the south. A rotten old wooden chest is in one corner among the trees. A beautiful young woman wearing a dirty and bedraggled gown sits on a rock in the corner. Her hair is unkempt, and she is oblivious to your presence, almost in a trance. Let's see if we can open the chest. You probably open it if you try again. There is something bumbling. I should have kissed her first. Oh well. I can't remember if you can or not. But anyway, I think she wakes up. There's all this rummaging around has startled the young woman. The princess, for she is obviously one, shakes herself awake. Notice you for the first time. She smiles. Thank you for rescuing me from that horrid worm. I must depart. My parents will be worried about me. With that, she arises, looking purposefully out of the lair. Okay, she's still here. Let's try to open the chest again. Alright. Gold statuette of a dragon. But we're going to leave that here because the princess walks south. She glances back at you as she goes. Well, we're going south. And blah, blah, blah. She walks east. Follow her to the east. We're at the end of the ledge. Alright, she hasn't moved yet. The princess ignores you. She looks about the room, but her eyes fix on the east. And she goes east. Alright. The princess climbs down. Alright. Go down. She goes south. Alright, let's just wait. The princess presses a loose piece of marble in the wall, and a large section of the wall slides away, revealing a passage to the east. She enters it east. She walks east again. East. All right. Wait. North. The princess joins us in the gazebo. Let's wait again. There we go. Shyly, a unicorn peeks out of the hedges and notices a princess and seems captivated. It approaches her and bows its head as though curtsying to her. Around his neck is a red satin ribbon on which is strung a delicate gold key. Now, I'm going through this all because I already know how to do this. But when you start playing this game back in the day, you don't know what's going on. But you know, you hang out in the garden long enough, you will see that this unicorn has a key hanging from its neck. Or whatever it is. Yeah, the key. The gold key. And you're trying to figure out how to get this key. And you're trying to figure out how to kill the dragon, and then you don't know what the hell's going on. And you just slowly unravel it. But in this case, I already knew. And I figure that's getting that princess opens up that one passage, so I think we can avoid the round room for a bit now. So anyway, around its neck is a red satin ribbon on which is strung a delicate gold key. The princess takes the ribbon, uses it to tie up her hair. She looks at you and then, smiling, hands you the key and a fresh rose, which she plucks from the arbor. You may have use of such a thing, she says. It is the least I can do for one who rescued me from a fate I dare not contemplate. With that, she mounts the unicorn, side saddle, of course, and rides off into the gloom. Alright, so if we go inventory, a perfect rose. Oh shit. It's battery powered. I hope I didn't screw up. Alrighty. So. Let's see. Where should we do? What should we do next? So this path is open now, so we can go to the marble room straight from, and don't have to deal with the carousel room. Are we ready for the bank? We might be. We're not ready for the volcano. The bank is confusing as all hell, but we might be ready for that. Alright, yeah, let's try to do those. See if I can figure out even with this diagram telling you what's going on, it's like, let's see if I can figure out the bank. Alright. But let's see, what do we, okay. What is, did I smoke all the tobacco? Some bitch. I think I smoked all the tobacco. I'm going to leave a bunch of stuff here in the gazebo because it'll stay safe here. So, and like some of this stuff I don't even need anymore, like the letter opener. I don't need to be carrying that around because you will start dropping stuff. I probably don't even need the sword anymore. I'm trying to think. So, I think that's all of it. Now what do we got? Cool. Save. Overwrite. Yeah. I don't think I screwed up. I don't think I had that. I don't think I had that thing on too much. Yeah. So let's try the bank. Exit gazebo. And the thing about that. Oops, west. Fuck. Oh well. A huge dead dragon is laying half blocking the stream. West. North. Whoa, shit. A strange little man in a long cloak appears suddenly in the room. He is wearing a high-pointed hat, embroidered with astrological signs. He has a long, stringy, and unkempt beard. Draws forth his wand, waves it in your direction, and begins to glow. Crackling noise, blue smoke rises out of the weaver's sleeve. He sighs and disappears. Huh. I don't know what happened. West. Beautiful frescoes of someone battling dragons and rescuing fair maidens. It's hard to tell who is doing this, as those parts of the frescoes have been blackened and cracked by intense heat. This is the entrance hall of the Bank of Zork, largest banking institution in the great underground empire. A partial account of its history is in the lives of the 12 Flatheads. A more detailed history can be found, blah, 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 blah. I'm rich and you aren't, so there. You were in a small room which was used by a bank officer who retrieved safety deposit boxes for the customer. On the west side of the room. Alright, we're in the safety. Whoa. Large rectangular room. The east and west walls were used for storing safety deposit boxes, but all have been carefully removed. To the east, west, and south are large doorways. On the northern wall of the room is a shimmering curtain of light. In the center of the room is a large stone cube. On the ground is a small worn piece of paper. Advanced magic technology. Impossible to take valuables from depository. Teller pops in, seems to walk through walls. Alright, let's check this map. We're in the safety depository right now. Alright. Alright, let's look again. Alright. Now this one, even when you figure it out, is hard to explain. But anyway, we gotta walk through north wall. And it takes us to viewing room. Alright, let's try this again. West. Whoops. Okay, north. What? Oh, okay. I'm in the viewing room. So I gotta go south. Got it. Jesus. Northwest again. Don't matter which way. West. South. Get portrait. Okay, yeah. North wall. I think with the painting in hand, it'll put me in the vault. Walk through north wall. I'm getting confused. South wall. Fuck. What the fuck? Okay, we're in the small room, right? Okay. Wait a minute. Fuck, I'm trying to remember how to get into the vault. I thought the small room was the vault. But it's not, because you walk through the... Damn it, I can't remember. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Walk through north wall. Walk through the south wall. They might. They might have a Braille version. I might be stuck. Whoa! Now I'm in the vault. I had to, like I said, it's confusing, and even when you understand what's going on, and it's been so far, it's been forever. Okay. I'm gonna go Easter. Duh. All right, let's go try going to the chairman's office. Fuck. How do I get out of here? I forgot how to get out of here. Wait a minute. I have to start over. Okay. I got it. Alright. I'm going to drop this in here. Now we want to go east or west. Okay. Let's try again. We can get out of there here anyway. Oh. We're in the west viewing room. So, fucking A. Fucking A. We made it. I think we made it. Inventory. Yes. We just have to go south. And east. And save. I got through the bank. Fuck. Yeah, hey, roadkill. Jesus Christ. This bank is confusing even if you partially understand it. But I got through it. It depends on where you came from as to where you go. I think is how it works. So, down, south, east, east, north, enter gazebo, drop, portrait, comma bills, brochure. We don't need to be carrying that brochure around. All right. Okay. Get teapot. Oops. Wait. There we are. The teapot is now full of water. All right. Alright, so now I think I'm ready to deal with this area. So I'm going to try to go southeast from the carousel. And I'm fading out fast at this point. It's going on 1 in the morning. But let's at least try to get to the riddle room. Okay. South. Southeast. Nope. Nope. I think I go north from here. Yep. Let's try southeast again. Aha! The riddle room. This is where we wanted to get to. This is a room which is bare on all sides. Here's an exit down in the northwest corner of the room. To the east is a great closed door made of stone. Above the stone, the following words are written. No man shall pass this door without solving this riddle. What is tall as a house, round as a cup, and all the king's horses can't draw it up? I'll give you all a chance in the chat to tell me the answer. Here in a... I don't know how much of a delay there is, but it looks like... Anybody? Anybody know the answer to the riddle? I'm not seeing any answers. Alright, so. The answer to the riddle is a well. Say, well. There we are. Once I got the syntax right. There is a deafening clap of thunder, and the stone door quietly swings open to reveal a passageway beyond. Alright, so we can go east now. There's a pearl necklace here with hundreds of large pearls. So we want to go east again. Read etchings. This is cool if it works. And it's Froboz's Magic Well Company, only we can only see part of it. The roof is not visible, but there seem to be some etchings on the wall. There's a wooden bucket here, 3 foot in diameter and 3 foot high. Enter bucket. Well done. There is now a puddle in the bottom of the wooden bucket. The bucket rises and comes to a stop. Top of well in the wooden bucket. Well done. There are etchings on the side of the well. There's a small crack across the floor at the entrance to a room to the east, but it can be crossed easily. The wooden bucket contains a quantity of water. Let's drop the teapot. And let's go east. Exit bucket. Wait a minute. Let's read the etchings now. And there's the whole thing. Froboz's Magic Well Company. Exit bucket. East. And here I call this the Alice in Wonderland room. Instead of one pill makes you larger and one pill makes you small, it's one cake makes you larger and one cake makes you small. And the cake that mother gives you don't do anything at all. But examine red cake. Read red cake. The first letter is capital E, the rest is too small to read. But in any case, read orange cake. Shit. Are all these cakes? Okay, at least it's not. I think we still got enough battery to be okay. Damn it. The icing spells out, eat me. Alright, let's save. Let's eat green cake. Suddenly, the room appears to become very large, although everything you're carrying seems to be its normal size. So the green cake makes us small. Enormous room, center of which are 4 wooden posts, delineating a rectangular area above which is what appears to be a wooden roof. This is the table. We shrunk. This is the one that makes us small. Can we read these cakes now? Nope. Alright. I just saved, right? So let's eat the orange cake. That killed us. We've been blasted to smithereens. So we didn't want to do that. So the orange cake explodes. I can still have all the cakes. Alright, let's, the orange cake explodes. So let's drop it. So let's, eat green cake. Okay, we're small. Eat red cake. Nope. Restore. Okay, the red cake, dehydrated and thirsty. Okay, got it. Whoops. Ah! Damn it. I should have just... .qzl. Alright, let's see. Eat green cake. Eat blue cake. Should make us big again. Alright. I'm going to write this down. Green cake, small. Blue cake makes us big. And the red cake is the dehydrator. Although, evaporate maybe? They're all letters with E's. Alright, so. Right? Oh, alright, so I've been reading most of it. I've been reading most of it. I've just been... Alright, so let's restore again. Inventory. Drop the orange cake. We don't need it. Eat green cake. East. Turn on the lantern. Alright. Large room, half of which is depressed. Salty water flows from a large leak in the ceiling. The leak has submerged the depressed area in a pool of tears. There's a hazy something in the deepest part of the pool. Get flask. Read flask. Skull and crossbones. So this is poison. Evidently. Alright, put red cake in pool. Most of the pool evaporates, revealing a slightly damp but still valuable package of rare candies. Get candies. West. Eat blue cake. Inventory. I got the candy and the poison. So our next task is to get through there's a way to stop this freaking carousel here, and then it's to stop it from spinning, I'm pretty sure. And so but I'm going to end it here, and we'll see if we can we'll finish this tomorrow, probably, maybe. See if I get. Oh, I got an email. Let's see if that's a copyright on. You are likely to be eaten by a grue. Nope, not yet. But yeah, I'm that frickin' bank wiped out my brain power, and it's like 1 in the morning now. But we'll do some more of this tomorrow. Maybe finish it. I don't know. I can run through Zork 1 in about an hour. But that's not reading everything. That's just running through it because I'm so familiar with that game at this point. But this one, I'm not. I don't remember as much. But thank you all for watching. Let's see what we got. We got 115 and 239 moves. I did save, didn't I? Zork 2 Alice. And close that out. And thank you all for watching. I'm wiped out at this point, but this is see how much more of this we can figure out tomorrow, which I've done it before, so I've got most of it already figured out. It's just remembering. But yeah, we had to, these things took months to figure out, all these puzzles in these games back then. So I'll see you next time. I'm going to hit the intro and get out of here. Thank you all.